everyone! My name is Donna and I'm the owner of Maternal Grace Birth Services. For my first video, I think we should keep it nice, short, sweet, and intimate. That way we can really get to know one another. You can know a little bit more about me and what all of this vlogging is all about. I was born and raised in Canada, and about 7 years ago or so, I ended up immigrating down here to the United States because I got married to my American husband.
Hey guys.
He wants to be referred to as the beard. I think it's a guy thing. I'm just going to let him have it. He's going to pop in just once in a while just so he can help talk about some things that the partner's actually involved with. With him, I have 5 kids. They range from the ages of 6 years old all the way down to a tender little 3-month-old. And their names are John, Mason, our twins Scott and Gavin, and little Sophie. Each one of my births were so different from one another. I've had a long birth, I've had a short birth, I've had artificial rupture of the membranes, I've had premature rupture of the membranes, I've had an epidural, I've had a natural birth, I've had a C-section, I've had a VBAC. I've honestly had it all. If you can think of it, I've likely done it. But as for all the specifics of those videos, I think we're going to save this for another time, maybe during their birth weeks, and make it a little bit more personal. After the birth of my eldest son, John, I was left feeling unsatisfied. I think that's a really good way to put it. And alone, isolated, and it was just not something I thought any mother should really have to go through. I had had a midwife, and she was amazing, and the nurse I had was amazing, but they're busy. They have other patients to tend to. So a lot of the time I was in labor and immediately postpartum, I was alone, and I was a new mom. I was just 20, and I didn't know what I was doing. So when I went home, I decided to research what kind of job was there that could actually help a mom, a new mom, whether she was pregnant or just getting back home. And I found a job where a trained professional would come in and they help you for when you're pregnant, they help when you're in labor, and they also help you afterwards by giving you information, emotional support, and physical comfort. And that's a doula. And that's exactly what I decided to do, to help other mothers have the perfect birth that they're imagining. I am a birth and postpartum doula, and some people are one, some people are the other, but I myself am both. And what that means is that I help moms no matter where they are in their stage of being a mom. From those who are pregnant and are needing support, I can help you out. For those mothers that are now in labor and really needing support, I've got you covered. And for those who are in the early postpartum periods and just really need a night's rest, I'm there. I can be there for you. I work in the Tri-Cities, which, for those of you who don't know, is the area that is in the southwestern part of Virginia and on the line of Tennessee, and they include the cities of Bristol, Kingsport, and Johnson City. I do offer virtual postpartum help as well, but I primarily work with mothers one-on-one so I can actually have actual contact with them. Doula is the Greek word for servant to a woman, and that's a really good description of actually what it does. I don't serve doctors, I do work alongside them, and I don't technically serve your baby. I will watch them, though, in the middle of the night when you need a much-needed break. Who I really serve is you. From the moment that you go into labor until your baby actually arrives, I'm there by your side. I don't leave you. Unlike your doctors, your midwife, and your nurses, they have other patients sometimes, and they will have to bounce back and forth between you. But I don't. If you are my client, then you are my client. I will not abandon you. Doulas as a whole never, ever judge. It is something that we don't do. Everyone has their own opinions, of course, but our opinions don't affect the way we work. We support the birth that you want. We support the parenting choices that you make. That is what a good doula does. We also provide unbiased information so that you, as a parent of your child, can make the right decisions that work for you, whether that is what you want to be induced or whether or not you want to breastfeed. We can give you the pros of everything. We can give you the cons of everything. And whatever you pick is what we're going to support. I've started this vlog for a couple of reasons. Number one is that I want to bring awareness to what doulas are. It's really sad that no one knows what a doula is. You should have seen my family's faces when I told them I was becoming a doula. A do what? But that is what I wanted to be, is a doula. And everybody should know what one is. When you get pregnant, you think, okay, I need to get a doctor. But you don't think, actually, oh, I need to hire a doula before she's overbooked. Doulas are unheard of and unknown to the common public. And I think that should change. If you type in Google, doulas near me, I promise that you will find so many doulas near you. At least one, I promise, but likely more than 10 that will service your area. And yet nobody uses them. Now, to be fair, most of them are labor doulas, but there are postpartum doulas out there that will help you too. The other thing is talk about uncomfortable or awkward conversations that you don't want to have with your caregiver that pertain to pregnancy, birth, or being a parent. You should feel comfortable talking to your caregiver about all of this. However, it's only human nature that some of us are shy and it's embarrassing. So what we will talk on here are some of the more intimate things, like, am I really going to poop when I push? Or how bad is sex after having a baby? These are all things that you should know, but sometimes it's hard to ask those questions. Thus, I've made this vlog so that way we can all talk about it in a non-judgmental way. I'm going to be uploading these videos weekly, so make sure to give me a thumbs up and to subscribe so that way you can stay in touch every week and get all your questions and concerns addressed. Also, post in the comments below and I will take a look at all the questions that everybody's asked and I'll pick one to make a vlog of next week. Or if you are uncomfortable about asking a certain question, feel free to email me at donna.price@maternalgrace.com. Well, that's it for right now. So until next week, I will see you later. Bye!